नमो नमः सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतं प्रार्थनां कृत्वा प्रारम्भं कुर्मः गुरुरेव गतिः गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो गुरुरेव गतिः गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो गुरुरेव गतिः गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो. Last time we had done our Kta Tavatu Pratyas introduction part. Today we are going to do the exercises part. Okay. So let us begin with what is written in the book. I hope I'm doing the right thing. Please let me know if this is what is going on. Yeah, somebody wants to talk. Jyoti Lakshmi Bhagini, want to say something? Your hand is raised. Oh, okay. Right. So let me read what is written in the book so that we can follow the exercises. Okay. So both the suffixes are added to the roots in the sense of past tense that we have already discussed. Tavatu and Kta. Actually, Tavatu is in the Kartari. Okay, it is in the Kartari. And Kta is in the Karmani. Okay. They denote action and yet they are considered nominal stems. So what happens? They are rooting from the roots, verbal roots. But what they do in the sentence is that they do the performance of a verb in the form of nouns. That is the classical thing about kradantas. Okay. So they are forming a Pratipadika. Pratipadika is a nominal base. Nominal stem or stem and base are they mean the same one and the same thing, and they'll have like numbers and cases like all the vibhaktis etc. So we'll have 7 plus 1 into 3 table for each of them. So each base will have the three things: the pumlinga, strilinga, and napumsakalinga. Okay, the suffix tavatu is added in the sense of karta, subject, and will be an adjective of karta. Okay, for the karta, kartra is karta. Like in the English, that's the style of writing the karta. In the other places, we say karta. But in English, they use the base form of the word. So kartra is karta. Karta and will be an adjective. It is like the job it is doing is an adjective. Okay. Then the suffix kta. Kta we have discussed it far and wide. It is added to the roots which either mean gati or which is intransitive in the sense of kartru to the transitive roots in the sense of karma. I'm sorry. I read it again. The suffix ta is added to the roots which either mean gati or movement or which is intransitive in the sense of kartru. Till here one part. And to transitive roots in the sense of karma. So when it's a root is transitive or intransitive, that matters. That's the first criteria. Second criteria is gatyarthakas, and some more jnanarthakas also are there. That list is there. There are some 5 kinds of roots which will take this kta in the form of kartru. Okay, that is the place where we really get a little confused, you know. When we say we want to give an example, like that's what happens with me. Gam dhatu is my favorite, so what I choose it. Then I say gataha. Then gataha will not mean karma at all. Okay, in all the other places it's going to mean karma. Like for example, jnataha vishaya, even say vishayam vishaya jnataha also. We will say in the form of karma only. And like praptaha, all that we will say. But in this gataha, when I say, then it is like confusing, that we already like discussed in the last time. Okay. So last time class recording, I also checked, they did not upload, maybe some lag from the office side. So please give them some time. I also checked for the recording. It wasn't there. It will come. Okay. So it's okay. Like you can follow it later also, no problem. Almost all the points are covered in this also. It's not that they're giving in a very short, and we discussed in an elaborate manner. That's the only difference. Okay. Then kta is the latter usage discussed in the following lesson. So kta and ktavatu, right? They are like pairs. Actually, they are not related. We think that they are related, but only if the formations are much like the rules which apply for kta will apply for ktavatu. And what you are going to do is you just will the vatu you will add vatu, not vatu. Sorry, I'm sorry. Ktavatu. So that vat is the one which is tavat is the part which is remaining, and ka will go away, u will go away. The central part tavat will remain. In the kta, the ka will go away. So both will have the same. Just whatever formation happens with the kta, you will just add vatu to that. Okay, so that will become tavatu. So gatavat. For example, if you say gata, then it will be gatavat. That's all. Okay, right. Then the formations with these suffixes are used as adjectives and will be in concordance with the subject, visheshya in terms of gender, number, and the case. So they will also follow the karta. These are like the ktavatu will take along with karta, and the kta will take along with the karma. Okay. Only tavat in ktavatu and the ta in kta remain, while the rest elide. So we know about the itsanyas, which will just disappear in the time of when we apply them to the root, then only this part is remaining. Okay. Observe below how they change forms with the change in gender. Okay, so let's observe that. Pumlinge, what happens in the masculine forms? Kr dhatu plus tavat, when we add, it becomes kritavan. So you just go by the ta form in the karmani, like it will give the karmani sense, but this will give the kartari sense. That's the only difference. But the tavan, the ta, like van for the masculine. Pat tavat patitavan, because idagama is coming. Gam tavat gatavan. Okay. Here the ma is like disappearing. Some prakriyas, like not prakriyas, but the structural specialities we already discussed in the last class. Okay. Now what happens in the Strilinga? Kr plus tavat kritavati. Okay. Pat tavat patitavati. Gam tavat gatavati. Atra pashyantu kim abhavat? Atra van iti agatam. Atra vati iti agatam. Pashyanti kila? Van vati. Van ityasya nakarantatvam iti chintayamah, kintu tatha nasti. Tatra takarantatvam eva bhavati. Yatha evam ete gachanti, ete shabdaah gachanti kila marut iva. Marut iva eshah chalati. Kritavat iti tasya pratipadikam bhavati. कृतवत् इत्यनेन कृतवान् इति पुंलिङ्गे केवलं प्रथमा विभक्तौ एवं भवति. कृतवान् कृतवन्तौ कृतवन्तः कृतवन्तं कृतवन्तौ तावत्. पुनः कृतवतः इति भवति. तदा आरभ्य एतानि पञ्चरूपाणि अन् नकारं स्वीकुर्वन्ति तावदेव. पुंलिङ्गे एव तावत् भवति. Only these 5 forms in the initial table, like if you see the table horizontally, the 7 plus 1 into 3 into 3 table, if you see for 1, then what happens? The 1, 2, 3, like the prathama vibhakti ekvachana, dvivachana and bahuvachana, and then dvitiya vibhakti ekvachana and dvivachana. Until here it will take na. Rest all will follow the ta. So only that is the difference. Marut marutau marutaha will be there, but it will be like maruntau maruntaha, like that. If you remember some marut along with that na in the first 5 forms, rest is all like marut only. Okay. So kritavataha marutaha. Okay. Then maruta marute marutaha marutaha marute. This first line will be e, that pattern will come. And then this is like bhyam 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 and your oh and all that will come. If you like see, if you will see, yeah, no, matup is different. See, marut, if you remember, only these first 5 forms are different. Rest is all like matup, marut only. Okay, matup will learn a little differently. Okay, that is also like na will come, but please don't come because they both are very correct. I don't want it to go into that line because there are slight differences. I really don't want you to go into that because if we learn both of them together, we are going to confuse with that matup idea and the tavatu idea. It's going to cause a little confusion. That's why even the structure is same, the meanings are entirely different. That's why I really don't want you to fall into that bit. So just take marut and add that na part in the beginning. That will be done. Okay. So So this is a technique, because I get confused. I think my students also will get confused. That's why I just try to stop them. Okay. So this is it. Then, so this is like takaranta only. So in the pullinga it will be takaranta, but with strilinga you observe it is e. Okay, e ending. Atra ikarantatvat kim bhavati? Nadivat bhavati. कृतवती कृतवत्यौ कृतवत्यः पठितवती पठितवत्यौ पठितवत्यः एवं रूपाणि भवन्ति अग्रे पुनः नपुंसकलिङ्गे कथं भवति कृतवत् अत्र प्रथमा विभक्ति द्वितीया विभक्तिश्च त्रीणि रूपाणि एकविधानि एव भवन्ति ततः आरभ्य पुनः पुंलिङ्गवत् एव रूपाणि भवन्ति तत्र अतः कृतवत् कृतवती कृतवन्ति जगत् जगति जगन्ति इव एव भवति अस्य रूपम् पुनः तृतीयारभ्य कथम् आ ए आह तदेव तदेव स एव that pattern only continues. Okay, so this is what he gives. Just he takes one set of like dhatus and he's trying to give you all the pumlinga, strilinga and napunsakalinga so that you can compare. So if you observe, this is kritavan, patitavan, gatavan. Here kritavat, patitavat, gatavat. If you talk of a yantra, okay, yantra, yana, or a phala, a pushpa, like that. So yantram pathidavat. If you have a PDF reader, you know, if you just put it on the reading mode, then it starts reading in a very beautiful voice. You can also select the voices, you know, you want a male voice or a female voice, right? Then it just, so I just give the people like children, my students ask me, oh, how can what will you give for, like, I take pat by choice because pat is the simplest dhatu. Then as I say that yeah, for napumsakalinga also the same form will continue. Plus, please give example. Then I say like yantram and say, oh, how can yantram read? I say, why not? Our computers read a lot these days, right? When we put it on a reading mode, then it starts reading. Why that doesn't your mobile speak when you go on the like on a drive and you put your Google Maps on? Isn't it that the Google that lady will be telling you all the directions, move left, move right, then after so many meters take right. What is it? Who is speaking? Is that lady speaking? It's the yantram speaking. So like that, yantram patitavat. Okay, so how did you go? How did you travel? Then yantram patitavat. Kim patitavat? So she told me all the directions. Okay, that yantram lady told me all the directions. So patitavat. So that way. Okay, gatavat is yanam, gatavat. We can take that example. So gatavat and yanam, yane. Yane, gatavati. So here again, this is going to be a similar form like the strilinga. You know, it will be becoming like gatavati. Then, oh, is it like ekavachana of the strilinga? We'll be like a little confused. What to do, how to go about. But no, please don't fall into that pit. It's going to be gatavat, gatavati, gatavanti. And please check with the vachana. And if it's a dvivachana, it's bound to be like napumsakalinga only. Okay. So now let us see some prayogos of kta pratyaya. Okay. So he's doing good thing in this book. The way they introduced it, they are doing good thing that they introduced Tavatu first because it's kartari, and then kta next it's karmani. Like we learn the first kartru forms we learn first, isn't it? So karma we come next. The same way is following. So gam plus ta gatah, bhi plus ta bhitah, bibheti. Bhi dhatu belongs to the third gana. Okay. Gam ta gata. Okay, so she, that was strilinga. Now here in the ktavatu, what happens? It is forming a halanta base. Tatra halanta pratipadikam karayati. Atra kim karoti? Akaranta pratipadikam karayati. Gata. Gata iti pratipadikam asti. Gatam iti napumsakalinge. Gataha iti pumlinge. गता इति स्त्रीलिंगे एवं अकारान्तत्वात् अयं सुष्ठु सम्यक् एव रामवत् एव किल रामवत् रमावत् एवमिति अस्माकं झटिति अवगमनं भवति तत्र कापि समस्या न भवति ओके राइट नेक्स्ट भीता ओके सो द सेम थिंग तः ता ओके one moment Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm back. So this is how it happens. The okay, and If it's a napumsakalinga, it's bound to be okay. So gatam, geetam, like that. So if we say with a yanam, okay, like phalam, pushpam, vastram, so then we can use these forms, okay. Now let us start our exercises. Please raise your hands. I will call your names. Better I unmute everyone. Just give me some time. I will unmute everyone so that they can talk. But right now, don't unmute yourself. I'll call your name. Hello to talk is different, and I calling you is different. One moment. Just give me one moment. I'll do this, and then whoever wants to talk can talk.
Namaste ji.
One moment. Please keep yourself in mute for this time. I'll call your name, then unmute yourself, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I have unmuted everyone. Okay, right. Huh?
Yeah.
The first name, Jayashri Bhagini. You can please tell the first sentence. Vayamadhya Kridangane Kandukena Kriditavantaha.
We just now we are playing in the playground with the ball.
We played.
Played.
Not our play.
We
right.
played.
We all
played.
Yes.
Yes.
Next, Shanta Bhagini. Parvati
Adya today will come. No? Today we all played.
Today, yeah, ball today. Yeah. She said today.
Yeah. Sorry, I was late in the clicking for the muting.
Please, yeah, you can remain in mute for some time. I'll call you. Okay. Yeah.
Hariom Bhagini.
Yeah, Shanta Bhagini, please tell.
Hariom.
Drishtva Hariom. Lajjaya Chalitavati. Yeah.
Seeing Shiva, Parvati went away shyly.
No, went away. No, Chalitavati. Not went away. It's like it's to walk or to move, like shake or something.
Parvati felt shy.
Please, I'll call name. Let her try. Please, I'll call your name, then you can tell. Okay. Later we can discuss. Okay. For like the sentence for whom it is meant, I want them to try completely first. So Drishtva, having seen Shiva.
Moved away.
Moved away. Yeah, walked away. You are moved away. Yeah. Move is okay. Parvati moved. Having seen Shiva, Parvati walked, feeling shy. Okay. Nice. Wait.
Dhanyavada Bhagini.
Next, yeah, some Bhagini, I saw your name, but I forgot. Prakash Mohini Bhagini, isn't it? Please try. Next sentence is yours. Harinanam Yudham Balatrinani Bhakshayitva Nanditavat.
Harinanam Yudham Balatrinani Bhakshayitva Nanditavat. Harinanam.
Harina, sir?
Harina Nam is greenery.
Harinaha.
Deer.
Yes.
Bal Tredani, green grass. Yes, small.
Right.
Bhakshitam eating. Yutham. The deer having eaten green grass, no Nanditvat.
Nanditavat.
Nanditvat.
Bhagini, Nanditavat, not Nanditvat. See, the ta is full.
Nanditvat.
Nanditavat.
Nanditavat.
Hmm.
What is Nanditavat?
Nand is to feel happy, and tavat, same.
Having eaten green grass, the deer felt happy.
But not deer. Deer, Harinanam Youtham.
Young deer.
Not young deer. Youtha means a group.
Group of deer having eaten green grass felt happy or played about. That can be there.
Right. So having eaten the tender grass, the group of deer rejoiced. Group. Rejoice because it's a direct verb, you know. Rejoice is to feel, enjoy, feel happy. It's like we say the adjective form. But rejoice, we directly use the verbal form. That's why. Okay. Next, thank you so much. Abhijit. Puratah Raghuvamsham Patitavati.
Namaste, Ji.
So
You want drama to talk, madam?
No, Abhijit Ji.
Abhijit. Oh.
I'm here.
You can speak the next sentence, okay? I'll not call name. You can.
Okay, so Sabala Matu Purata Raghuvansham Patitavati. So I got all the words except maybe one. So that girl read Raghuvansham completely. The mother's Raghuvansham completely. I didn't get the word Purataha.
Purataha is in front of.
Oh.
Before, yeah, like it like this.
Okay, so that girl in front of the mother read Raghuvansham.
Correct. Yeah. So there is a question about Youtham and Nanditavat. Yes, Youtham is a neuter. That's why Nanditavat is also neuter. Okay. That is important. Which Nanditavat? Youtham Nanditavat. All the group was happy. So group is a subject here. That's why it is in the neuter. Okay. Here Parvati, that is why Chalitavati. Here Vayam, that's why Kriditavantaha. Because there is no Purusha difference. You know, there is no Purusha difference in the Tavatu and Kta both. Right. In front of the mother, that girl. Sabala, that girl. Okay. So Raghuvansham Patita. Very good. Nice. Thank you. Ghanshyamji, please tell. Tam Vanaram Vikshya Ramo Hasitavan.
Ram Mohdaya.
Ram.
Mohdaya, today is my first class because I joined from today only. Okay. Tam Vanaram Vikshya Ramo Hasitavan. Tam is a Trutiya Vibhakti. Tam Vanaram Vikshya Rama Hasitavan. Ram, after seeing that Vanar laughed.
Right, correct. Well, very well said. Seeing that monkey, Rama laughed. Okay, good. So seeing is like after seeing is okay. Like we have decided on certain standard. Having seen or after seeing, we will use one of them, but not seeing that monkey. That will
Mother,
give
please
us
share me. Mother, please share me that that group is there. No, that link. Please share me because
sure.
I joined from today.
Yes.
Thank you.
So seeing that monkey, instead of that, we'll say after seeing or having seen that monkey, Rama laughed. Okay. So this is the Yuddha scene, if you remember. In the Yuddha, that Vanaras are very enthusiastic to do the Yuddha. Okay, so that's where he goes there to like all that place. Anyway, right. Next, one more name I call Rajani Bhargavaji. Yodha Shatrun Vijitya Rajadhanim Rakshitavantah.
योधा शत्रुन विजित्य राजधानीम रक्षितवन्तः. The warriors, after being victorious over the enemies, they protected the capital.
Yes, correct. Having defeated the enemies, the soldiers protected the capital. Correct. Shatrun Vijitya. So you all are following these forms, right? Vijitya is Lyap, and Shatrun is Ditya Vibhakti. Please follow these things. I'm not anymore explaining these small things. Okay. So I think you are all following it. So Rakshitavantaha. Can you see the Kartari effect in this? Yodhaha Rakshitavantaha. So that is direct Karta. Okay. Yeah. How appropriate? There is one question. Let me read it for you all. Thank you, Bhagini. I have a general question. How appropriate is it to use Tavatu endings as pure verbs, not challenging the grammatical correctness? We have already discussed this. I again try to put it very shortly because this is the same lesson. We have 3 past tense in Sanskrit. Okay, 3 past tenses. One is Paroksha Litlakara, which is used in the Puranas for very old events. Second is Anadyatana Lang Lakara, which should be used not for today, but apart from today, yesterday we can use it. So from yesterday events we can use it. Now there is a Samanya Bhuta which should be used in all the, for everything Samanya Bhuta is agreeable. But what happens, Samanya Bhuta forms are not generally taught because they are like many what you call as forms for that. Okay. What happens is we get confused and we are not able to use. At that particular place, we can use Tavatu forms for Adyatana Bhuta. For all rest of the things, you can use Anadyatana or Lang Lakara, and you can also use the Paroksha Lit for all Puranic events and all. When you are telling a story, narrating something, just start using Paroksha Lit Lakara. Okay. And then for all the like life events, when we talk, we can use for all Anadyatana, we can use Lang Lakara. Just for Adyatana, because we are not able to use Samanya Bhuta, if you are able to by heart those forms, please learn those. There Avadit, such forms are there. You can learn them, you can use. Tavatu as a replacement for all kinds of past tense is really very bad. Let me tell you very clearly, I have no sankocha or no hesitation in telling this. In the starting stages, to encourage to learn Sanskrit, it's a very good thing that people are encouraged to use Tavatu forms, but they start clinging to them later. They never use the thing forms, but this cannot be a replacement. That is not my personal opinion, but it is from the linguistic point of view. We are all like, we should protect the language by speaking her. Okay, language lives through our speech. If we don't do the prayogas, she will die. Simple. As simple as that. If you stop using Tingantas will die. If you stop using kradantas will die. So we should be balancing them. You should not do only one thing again and again, more and more. That will be like, it will be like lot of imbalance. One thing going up and one thing coming very down. That's very bad for language. Okay. So that is a straightforward answer. Okay. Right. Then next sentence, let me call Ramaji. Ramaji, you did not speak, right? Please tell this sentence.
Thank you, Bhagini. Which sentence, madam? Yoda.
What do you see? Yodha. Oh, sorry.
Yoda Yoda.
Sita Vrikshe. Sorry.
Okay. Sita Vrikshe Upavishtam Hanumantam Drishtavati. Sita saw Hanuman having seated on the tree.
Not having seated.
Who was sitting, Sallama? Can we say like that?
No. Who was sitting? Yeah, yes.
Who was sitting on the tree?
Right. In English, we cannot say with the Sanskrit spirit, okay? We have to yield there. We cannot really say like that. Exactly like how it appears in Sanskrit, we cannot use in English. So let's not worry.
Okay.
So Sita saw Hanuman who who was, that's what, who was seated on
Who
that
was seated on the tree? Who was seated on the tree?
So in Sanskrit, you see the directness. See, that directness is missing in English. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Dhanyavadah.
Namaste. Sita vrukshe upavistam hanumantam दृष्टवती अत्र सीता दृष्टवती इति तवतु प्रत्यय अपि अस्ति उपविष्टं हनुमन्तं तत्र एड्जेक्टिव् भवति वा विशेषणम् उपविष्टं
We have just covered that, right? They act as adjectives sometimes. Only they will work as a verb. We discussed in the last class, if you remember. From the Dvitiya Vibhakti on, they all become adjectives.
Okay. Then
next, Raja Ramanji, you want to say something?
Namaste. This Yodha Shatrun Vijitya Rajadhani Rakshavantah. By defeating the enemy will come? No. Having defeated only?
Not by defeating. Because we don't want to tell the instrumental kind of that with and by relation we are not telling. Having completed one action, they did the second action. The lyap and kta always mean the same. Okay. They mean that one action is completed, the next is about to be done. Or next comes later. Like here, in this case, both are past. Like Vijitya, Rakshitavantaha, both are past. So one action happens first, the next action happens second. Okay. So that is the only.
Meaning what I was thinking is that by defeating the enemy, the Rajdhani was protected. No.
No. Intention is not that. You can interpret it in 100 ways, but intention of the speaker is not that. Vijayena. If they say Shatruna Vijayena, then you will say by the Vijaya. That Hetutva will be important. Here Hetutva, Hetu, that Karana is not important. The speaker puts it in whatever way. The intention of the speaker should be kept in our view. We should not, like, that's what I said. There are two kinds of translations. In the very beginning, since very beginning, we have been discussing this.
You have told me. You have told me we have to translate truthfully, not the bhavartha. You have to not give bhavartha.
Okay.
You told me. Bhavartha, you should not try to interpret and put your bhava in that. You have to just translate as it is.
As it is. But when we are doing like kavya, but you know, if we stop by there, then beautiful meanings don't come out, isn't it? What commentators, you know, they go one step ahead of the kavi. They start giving beautiful interpretations of each shloka, like Manishada Pratishtha. There are like some 6 or 7 kinds of interpretations for the same shloka. Okay, so some breakings at different points, they bring out beautiful things. That's all good, but that is very beautiful in kavya. The creativity, what all you speak of now, will be very practical, applicable in the kavya area, sahitya area. It's very beautiful. The more you bring out the senses, the more beautiful it looks. Okay, you can apply.
But here we are doing only the foundation, so we are not going to go next step.
Secondary meanings we are not going. Okay, we are just doing what comes directly. What is pinpointed, we will say. Okay.
Okay. Dhanyavada.
The next, Ghatasya randhrat kshiram srutavat. This sentence for Annie Bhagini. Yeah.
Namaste. Ghatasya randhrat kshiram srutavat. Ghatasya is the pot. Randhra is the hole in the pot of the pot. Kshiram is milk. Srutavat, flow down. How to say in English? Sruta,
like
flow.
Flow out. That's the only thing we can say. Flow out or escape out, not escape out. But what do you call for that? Telugu in say karatam.
Ooze.
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 Ooze is Sravaha is ooze. Yes.
Lake.
What is
From the
the
pot, it doesn't ooze.
Force.
Leaked.
Force of
Leaked can be the word.
Yeah, leak we can use. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, leak.
Ma'am, trickled.
I don't know. I don't know.
Small, this thing, drop coming.
so from the
In Telugu, what it is in Telugu?
Karatam, karindi. So it comes out from, if there is a hole, it comes out like karatam.
from the whole of the pot, the milk.
That is oozing only.
No oozing.
Okay. The milk oozed or trickled
Yeah.
from the whole of the pot.
Pot. Correct. So milk poured out. Not pour. I don't think it's pouring. But it came out, it flowed out, or it leaked out from the whole of the pot. Okay. Thank you. So there is one question in the chat, like why not won the enemies? Here it is not a complete verb, isn't it? Having won. Okay, having won, we should say. Okay, won over is not correct because this is having lyap. We should never forget the effect of lyap. Lyap means the first act, and then there is a complete second act. Second act has Tavatu here, which is in the Prathama Vibhakti. That is why it is acting as a verb, complete verb here. But apart from Prathama Vibhakti, all other Vibhaktis are acting as adjectives, as you observe here. If let it be Kta or the Ktavatu, whatever it is, it's going to be an adjective only. Okay, so that is why Vijitya cannot be one, because we are not saying a Samapakata. The action is not Samapta. Okay, Ajayat, like that. It's not like that. Okay.
Ma'am, can I ask a question?
Yeah, please.
In one book, I've seen that Yodha is Rukaranta. It was written in.
Okay, like Vakta, Yodha. Yodha is also there. That is also there. Yodhru.
Yes. This is the way they taught us.
Yodha, Yodharo, Yodhara.
Yodha. That is Yodha. It's not Yodha. No, Yodha will be there. Yodhru. Yodha, Yodharo, Yodhara.
Yes.
It's
So
not
it is both.
Yodha is Akaranta. Yodha, Yodha, Yodho, Yodha.
So both are correct.
Both are different. That is Dha, Yodha, Yodha.
Yeah.
Akaranta, Rikaranta.
That was Rukaranta. Yodhru was Rukaranta, Yodha. But here Yodha, it's Akaranta. Right. So the next sentence is for Prajna Bhagini.
नमस्ते भगिनी ध्रुवः एकेन पादेन स्थित्वा महाविष्णुं चिरं ध्यातवान् standing on one foot Dhruva prayed or meditated. Dhruva meditated for Mahavishnu. Dhruva meditated for Mahavishnu for a long time.
Not for Mahavishnu. So it's a little difference between Sanskrit and English. So Mahavishnu is objective case. Directly use the objective, not for.
Standing on one foot, Dhruva meditated on Lord Mahavishnu.
On we can put in bracket and say Mahavishnu for a long time. Chiram.
On Mahavishnu for a long time.
Yeah. Ekena padena sthitva. Standing on one foot is okay, but having stood on one foot is like we agreed on.
On one foot, Dhruva meditated on Mahavishnu for a long time.
Right. Nice. Thank you. So one more observation. If you will say after here, if we agreed on two usages, like one is after and one is having, but if we say after, it doesn't apply here if you observe. Isn't it? It's the dhyana or whatever. After standing, if we say It's not like proper. Okay. So we should say having only. Okay.
Madam, excuse
धन्यवादः
me.
Vadatu.
Ram Ram.
Ram.
Eighth one. Gatasya randhrat Shriram Srutavat. The translation I saw here, milk poured out from the hole of the pot. But poured out Srutavat is it another form for the Asruvat? See, usually lang lakara means poured means past tense. So we use this apatat, asravat like that. No, that Srutavat means.
What lesson are we doing right now? Were you
That
there?
is 20. No, I joined late today, 27th one. I have the book also with me. So that is in the book also, it is there, 8th sentence.
No. I am asking about the topic, Bhagini. What is the topic that we are doing?
That is translate into English, that one only.
No. Before this, we covered. So please see the lesson name in your hand, book in your hand. Then you will understand.
Okay, madam. Okay. That is.
That is Ta and Tavatu.
Itta and Tavatu. Okay. Acha, Srutavat.
Srutavat is a Tavatu form. Okay.
Okay.
And it is denoting the Kshiram. It is denoting the noun.
Now neuter, na? Kshiram.
Yes. Kshiram neuter ekavachana. Napunsaka ekavachana.
That is why Srutavat. Okay, thank you.
Fine. So for the next sentence, we'll go. Raja Ramanji wants to try.
Namaste, Ramji. Narya Sankranti Kale Kaveryam Snatavantyah.
Snatavatyah. Kaveryam Snatavatyah.
Means you can say Narya is ladies or women. Women. Shankranta Kale means during Shankranti, Kaveri, they took bath in the Kaveri.
Right. Women took bath, Snatavatyah, in the Kaveri.
Kaveri.
You said?
Shankranta Kale. Shankrant is
during the Sankranti. We need not translate that, okay?
Yeah, there is no other translation. Sankrant is Sankrant only.
That's the beauty of it. So, Sankranti. During the time of Sankranti, at the time of Sankranti. Okay.
Dhanyavada.
Because he used Kale, isn't it? That's why we are saying at the time. Otherwise, we can use direct Saptami on Sankranti. Okay. Like.
Dhanyavada.
Then next sentence is for Lata Bhagini. Rajakaha kshalayitum vastrani grihitva gataha.
Namaste. Rajakaha is the washerman. Kshalayitum is tumun pratyaya, to wash. Vastrani is clothes. Gruhitva. Gruhitva will be having taken, can I say? Gruhitva. Okay. Having Gruhitva gataha. Having taken the clothes for washing, the washerman having taken the clothes went to wash the clothes.
Right. Went to no. No. Not went to wash the clothes.
Kshalayitum, to wash the clothes.
This kshalayitum is to
wash. Kshalayitum.
He took the clothes to wash. That is what. The take and walk to wash are related. That's what I want to mean. Okay. So the washerman took the clothes and went to wash them.
And went to wash.
Kshalayittum gataha. Then kshalayittum gataha should be the one. One moment, let me think.
Gruhitva is having taken.
Having taken the clothes, the washerman went wash them.
To wash them.
I think it's different. Having taken the wash clothes, the washerman went home.
No.
Wash them, no?
Where will Suman go?
The washerman went
Yeah,
collecting
I
clothes,
also
went
thought
to
like that. Griham, I thought it is griham. Grihitva matlab taking. Acha, okay. Sorry.
Having taken clothes to wash
Went,
them, he
went.
went home.
Madam, washerman, having taken the clothes to wash, the washerman went. That is the right answer, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. To wash is to went to wash is not correct. It doesn't look correct.
I did like this.
Having taken the clothes to wash, went.
Like that it will come. Yeah. Yes.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
No, is it not
Ma'am,
having
can I-
taken the wash clothes?
No.
No, having taken the wash clothes. No.
Yeah.
Bhagini, how about the washerman went after collecting clothes meant for washing?
Yeah.
That's what went for washing. I am not seeing any relation.
Ma'am, you can put like this: Kshalayitum vastrani gritva radakaha gataha. Correct.
To wash
I
the
thought
clothes.
Kalayitum grihitva was the correct relation. That's what I was thinking. So anyway, yeah, it's okay.
Bhagini, he
No,
went,
can it be
Rajakaha, washerman went by collecting the clothes for washing.
Yes, that's all. We'll say the washerman having collected the clothes to wash went. Okay. So went to wash the clothes is not proper, but having collected the clothes to wash, he went. That is the intention of the sentence. Okay.
Went to wash is to wash shows the purpose, no? Kshalayitu.
See, that is different. I am saying that Grihitva is there before Gataha, isn't it? Grihitva is there before. Gataha comes later. So Kshalayitum Vastrani. So the intention of the speaker seemed to like the washable clothes, that the clothes which are meant to be washed are taken by the washerman. That is the main intention. Intention of the speaker I am trying to see. Okay. Go to wash.
Washerman having
Bhagini,
washed the clothes took them.
Bhagini, maybe it's a question like where the Rajakaha went. So he went to collect the clothes. Such it may be. For that it is a meaning, no, Bhagini.
Yeah, that is why Kshalayitum is not applying in Gata.
Someone is asking where is Rajakaha. So someone is saying that Rajakaha went to bring the clothes. Such is it meaning, right?
That already closed the Grihitva is after the clothes
Having.
are taken already.
Bhagini, having taken the clothes to wash, the washerman went.
Right, correct. This is best. Okay. Having taken the clothes to wash, okay. So he went. That's okay.
The washerman went.
Right. We can do that. I want to separate went and take. And the Kshalayitum will go with take, not went. Okay. So that is my intention and it's done. And there is one question. Why is it karmani? No, it's not karmani. Ghansham Brata, please see. Gataha is in the explanation also it was there. It's a kartari. Okay. Gataha with gum it is gatyarthakas, it is kartari ikta, not karmani ikta. Okay. That is it. So Rajakaha Gataha is almost like Rajakaha Gatavan. Okay. Right. Dhanyavada for all the discussion. Nice thing. So let's go ahead with the next question. It's for Ganesh Bhrata.
Amum dhanikam vidaranashilam matva yachakaha Shritaha. Amum. I don't know what amum.
Amum is like a sarvanama, same like enam, like that.
Okay. Amum dhanikam.
Amum, him. Amum dhanikam, this dhanika objective.
Oh, okay. Dhanikam vidaranashilam.
Vitaranashila, one who is to distribute. Vitarana is to distribute. Or charity, give things generously to some people.
So amum means what here? Dhanikam is the wealth.
It's
right?
like sarvanama to dhanikam, this dhanika, like that.
Okay. This dhanikam for distributing the wealth. Matva yachakaha.
So who is the subject? Subject is yachakaha. Okay, shritaha is what they did, the verb. Then matva, having thought over something. So what did they think? That's how we should frame the sentence.
Sorry, I didn't get that. The shritaha. Shritaha.
Shritaha is they like took his shelter, like they approached him like that. Krishnam Shritaha, like that. Krishna Shritaha, Krishnam Shritaha. So one who is approaching, or one who is dependent on, or one who is approaching Krishna, like depending on.
So the yachakas approach the dhanikam vidaranashilam for distribution of wealth.
Not for distribution of wealth, like Vitaranashila, somebody who has such a character. Vitaranashila is somebody who is charitable. That's the word. So what is matva? Matva is having thought. Isn't it? So begin the sentence like that. Having thought. Think. Matva. Man is to think. Matva is having thought.
Having thought. Dhanik, amum dhanikam vidaranashila. Yachakaha shritaha. No, I'm still not able to form it in a sentence. So having thought, dhanikam vidaranashilam yachakaha shritaha.
Or we'll supply in English that. Having thought that.
Okay, having thought that the yachaka.
Thought what? That this ... Please complete.
Dhanikam vitaranashilam. Having thought that wealth. No, sorry, not.
Okay, fine, no problem. Let's try. Like I'll try to call Jayam Bhagini.
Shall I try?
Jayam Bhagini will try. Okay.
Ram. Amum dhanikam vitaranashilam matva yachakaha shritaha. Knowing the distribution nature of this rich man, mendicants shritaha dependent asked, approached.
But vitaranashilam is one word, not
nature. The distribution nature, right? Giving nature, charitable nature.
It's not nature, no. We are not talking about nature. We are talking about the natured person.
Okay, yeah,
The
nature of the person. Knowing the charitable, this rich person, mendicants approached.
Anybody else wants to try? Somebody wanted to try? I mean, it's correct.
Yes.
Let us, yeah.
Okay, shall I try?
Amita ji, yeah. Next, Praveen ji.
Having thought this rich man will distribute gifts, the mendicant moved.
No,
or approached.
Gifts are not mentioned. No, rest is all okay. Oh, but gifts is not mentioned.
And will distribute.
Generous. Generous is the word.
Having thought the generous nature of the rich man, generous nature of the rich man.
No, it's not nature. It's not nature. That's what I'm saying. The nature of the person. Yeah, Praveen ji, you can try, please.
Having thought that rich man generous, mendicant approached him.
Correct. Simple. That's what. Generous is the quality of that rich man. We are not talking about quality. We are talking about that qualified person. That we should bring in English also. Okay. Thinking that this rich man to be charitable. Okay. So charitable here is the person, not the charitability. Okay. Vitarana Sheela is the dhanika. Not Vitarana Sheelatvam. So that should not come in way. Okay. So he is distributed.
Bhagini, Shrita means depends on.
Depend on approach and seek support.
Can it be? Can it be that the mendicants depended on the charitable nature of the rich man?
Like that, yes, yes. But
or the charity of the rich man.
Not charity of the rich man, no.
Charitable nature of the rich man.
No, no. The rich
Depend
man
on
because Shrita, you say
they are dependent upon this dhanika who is charitable.
Yes.
Like that, who is kind of thing we should say.
Is it like an adjective? The charitable
You can use generous rich
generous
person.
also, okay. No, even charitable.
Vitaran Sheelam is generous.
Generous and charitable both apply to the person. As long as that is there, it is okay. Whatever word we use, but it's not nature. Okay, and they are like dependent upon him, thinking that he is so, considering him so. Okay, like that the sentence should be. Okay.
Matva should we say having thought or thinking?
That's what having thought is okay. Like construction will not go wrong, but this has like double standards. I don't know how to go. Like I will go by having thought. Not thinking.
Ma'am, can you explain again?
Present
Can we
sense
say
is
the
not
beggars took refuge?
Yeah, Shritaha we can say refuge, but it's a big word. Refuge is a like heavier word. Shritaha is just they approach him and they. I look for the right word. Just give me one moment. Why if I get multiple meanings? I'll get the direct meaning. One moment.
Bhagini, can we say beggars approached him having considered he is rich and charitable?
No, no, no. Having considered his rich and charitable nature. Again, you are going to nature, not to the person. Approach.
Ma'am, what amum plays a role here? What is amum role here?
This person. This particular person. It's approach only. Krita is approach only. So there is no other word. Pardon? You are speaking in the class, then please mute. Otherwise, unmute.
Yachaka means what, Bhagini?
Yachaka is somebody who begs. Mendicants or beggars, anything is okay.
Yachaka is basically beggar. Okay.
Yes.
Not Bhikshu. Bhikshu is a learned person.
Bhikshu is like a sannyasi kind of person.
Sannyasi. Whereas Yachaka is a ordinary uneducated.
Seeker is a very good word. Seeker is anything like he can seek food, he can seek money, he can seek jnana. Seeker is a very good word. We can use seeker.
Yachaka. Yachaka is a seeker, basically seeker, is it?
Yeah. Nice word for in English, which will be decent. Okay. Every yachaka need not be a beggar.
Okay.
Okay.
Like even
Shitaha means weighted, is it not? Whether we will put
No.
present tense?
No. Shita is not weight. There is not that meaning is not there in the dictionary at all.
No, weighted. That is past tense or present tense, madam?
It's past tense, isn't it? Shrita is past tense.
Then that's what I am telling. Because here beggars wait. When beggars waited, we have to write.
Wait, we are not taking, Bhagini. These are not final statements. That's what I had.
Okay.
We are just putting for discussion. That's why I don't correct.
Okay.
We could say approached or moved. Approached.
Approach is good word. Approach is good.
Approached.
And this yachaka should not be used as beggar, because anybody can go for donation to a rich man thinking he's going, nowadays going with a receipt book, they go and approach rich men for getting donation for their charitable trust or something.
Yes.
Yachaka should not be made as a beggar.
Or mendicant. He need not be mendicant also.
Mendicant is bhikshu.
That's what. He need not be that.
So it is only a seeker. Seeker or a person who is expecting something from you.
Something. Yeah, correct. Yes. Yeah. Pragya Bhagini, you want to try? Please try. You did not ask. Please unmute and speak. No problem. Yeah. Pragya Bhagini?
Bhagini. No, Bhagini, I was...
You are written in chat, right? That's why I asked. No problem. Okay.
At the beginning.
Fine. Now we are going into the next exercise that we will do next class. Until now, we will complete this. It has been a wonderful class. Nice participation. I really like the discussion. We should think in these lines always. Okay. So, but this twa remains a question whether to use, but I don't really like to use the present sense. Thinking this rich man is giving you a present sense. They went or they approached. There we are using past tense. Maybe this is okay. Okay. So it is both ways. But having, if you use, it is out of question that it will go wrong. Okay. It will never go wrong if you use having. Having will be like solve all the problems. Okay. But in English, it will look beautiful if you will use this kind of thinking this or like this. Okay. Here where it will apply, we will use after. After in the second part of the sentence, we will use. Okay. That is the conclusion.
Bhagini, so instead of thinking, can we say having thought that this rich man to be charitable, the beggars wait.
Having thought that okay.
This rich man to be charitable.
Right.
Bhagini, the thought of this rich man is generous and charitable. The seekers approached. That may be correct, I think.
Can it be this way? Having thought of this generous rich man, the beggars, or I don't know what else to be used for yachaka.
Matva means that they think, they are not sure.
They are not sure. Thinking that he might be like this. So he is not established generosity. His generosity is not established. They have thought it. That's all. They have thought about it. They considered like that. Maybe he'll be generous. They thought.
Okay. Ma'am, how will you, like Anvaya, I can do that, change the sentence in the Sanskrit. Dhanikam itarashilam matva yachaka sitaha. Or we can put any other way, like madam. Or it is correct.
Like we can take the subject before, that's all. Yachakaha, we put in the beginning, that's all. No, not much change is required. It's okay.
Dhanyavad.
Can we say then, considering this rich man to be charitable, the seekers approached him?
Yes, correct. That's also we can use. Thinking, considering, expecting. Also we can say Matva is expecting also in some sense. Yes. In this context, we can use expecting also. Because it involves a lot of expectation, isn't it? Somebody goes for money, it's all about expectation. So we can use that word, no problem.
Matva is continuous tense.
No, it's not continuous. Having thought. That's what.
Acha. So then considering will not come.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like thinking is used, we can use considering, but we have to use that past tense. Na, they approached it. There it will cover. Though we start with ing, it will be covered there because we used past there. Okay.
Approached. We have to say approached. Okay.
Yes, yes.
I think it is a gerund use. It is not present continuous.
So whatever,
it's a gerund when you say thinking or considering.
No, it's not gerund here exactly. No, it's not gerund. Gerund is noun form of ing. Like walking is good for health. That is gerund, isn't it? When the ing form is used in the form of noun, here we are not using as noun. It's still verb. Please observe.
Okay.
This thinking is bad. If we say that, then it is gerund. But here thinking is still verb. It is acting as a verb here. So it cannot be gerund. As far as I know about gerund. Okay. Don't worry about English standards. We are not discussing English, please. We are discussing Sanskrit, and what is suitable for Sanskrit, we will use that. Which comes as close as possible, we will take to that. Okay. This is okay. Okay. In this sentence, it is working. So we can use this ing form, we can use. No problem. In another sentence also it was there, isn't it? Like where it was there. One more sentence it came.
Bhagini, assuming also we can use. Assuming this man to be charitable. Yeah.
Yes. Man is a big word, Bhrataha. Man is a very big word, big, which has like many senses. In many places it is used, so you can fit whatever in English it suits, you can put it. Whichever is idiomatic, you can.
Dhanyavada.
No, thought of this rich man, no. Thought is not. Having thought, we should have having. It's not thought of. It's English grammar wise also wrong. Okay? It's not working. Well, any more doubts about any other sentence? I've given the Telegram link in the chat. You can please join. We are not doing much in that group. Well, for giving information, sometimes it's very helpful.
Bhagini, one suggestion is there. One request. In that Trutiya, Raghunandan ji used to circle that word and give some, 1.1 and all that. Like that, some words are there which we may forget later on. So if you can give the meaning for that particular difficult word, like grihitva. Grihitva, we thought it is connected to griha. But actually it is went.
Right. Having taken.
So,
having taken. Yeah.
Acha, having taken. See, now within half an hour I have forgotten.
So this is levels, Bhrata, isn't it? Now we are in the Tritiya level. What you ask is genuine, I understand. But at Tritiya level, we are like we should be like equipped with that already. And we cannot do it for all the words. It's really...
Not all, only difficult where there is confusion.
Yeah. So
because lot of people will see the video later on.
Yeah.
They may see the video later on who are not attending.
But this is like concept-based lessons. Like we have already introduced Tva Pratyaya. Okay, Tva and Lep we discussed. There these words appear. Now we are using them. So by usage, let's understand. Okay, like when I put some question like this to my English professor, I remember till date, I was in my Bachelor of Arts course, I was doing final year. So I told her that I can make out the like meanings by context, but I'm not very sure like whether it means the same or not. Then she said, that's the way you should be learning the language. Then when I told my mother, she said, then how you'll do the prayoga? So for that, you should always have a dictionary backup for your understanding. Okay, just check there and just go ahead. So language is twofold, like what we understand and what we do prayoga. Okay, for this level that we are trying to understand the things which are there. Not that I'm against giving details, but at this stage, no, I don't encourage it at all. Please try to understand from the context. Let's go wrong. Let's dare to go wrong. Why? Where we will go wrong, then we will correct ourselves. What is wrong in that process? Nothing wrong. That is what I'm saying. We should not depend upon those clues as far as this level is concerned. That's what I personally consider. Okay, that's like practical way of applying language. Okay, in the real world, we don't get them. So here I am there. I'm sitting here, isn't it? Other students are there. Sometimes I go wrong, they correct me. Sometimes they give me good words. So it's all give and take. Well, let's go like that. This natural way we will go. Okay. Yeah. Shall I read Swasti? Swasti for this class. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वं श्रीरामार्पणमस्तु नमो नमः to everyone.
नमो नमः
धन्यवादः
धन्यवादः
नमो नमः
नमो नमः